Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Gophers will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Complete to the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Gophers offense will have its first possession of the game. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. The give to the single back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Beebe. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Washington. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stoneburner. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end doesn't. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Across the 30 out to the 33, engage 4 on the play. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Crosses the 30, he's got away. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
That's caught. It's Jackson. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Using his legs, it's Miles. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed it.
Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he probably should have left that one with the back, as he is just smashed in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got the back over the middle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Joe.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Lopez. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Hand off from the gun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He finds his man. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Pocket starts to collapse. Working that left side now. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes! That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Vincent. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, That's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Fast motion from the offense. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point in the game.
This is a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Looking for a block. It's Lopez. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Hits him in stride at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Running it back, it's Lopez. Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Chung. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now adjusting. Quarterback gets past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He makes the catch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Give to the running back. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Golden Gophers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
Minnesota 3.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lopez. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Flips it out in the flat. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Wide receiver shows motion. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Extending the play. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, it's Lopez. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. He'll try the left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
63, Minnesota.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Miles. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got great speed. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep moving. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires and picked off. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Flushed out of the pocket. Open space at the 25. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Golden Gophers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Motion from the offense. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Trying to punch it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Ohio State 73, Minnesota 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lopez. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Buckeyes are on the move. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 18 to Washington.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
At the 36. Brings up third down.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.